I got a few requests on making chili, so I went ahead and made a batch up last night, and let me show you how I did it. These are 3 small bell peppers that were out of my garden, but they equal about the size of 1 large green bell pepper. And I diced those up along with a medium-sized onion and 3 stalks of celery. And I'm throwing all those in the big frying pan. I'm adding 2 pounds of ground beef and 1 pound of ground pork. I'm doing this part of the process in my frying pan because I just bought this hamburger meat from one of the local farmers down the road. So I'm not sure how fatty the hamburger meat is yet, and if I'll have to drain the fat or if I can just dab it out with a few paper towels. So I go ahead and season the meat, the hamburger meat, with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Of course, the ground pork is ready seasoned. And then I just get it all chopped up and mixed up real well and let it cook down. I want the meat thoroughly cooked, and I want the vegetables to be soft. And I mix it up and stir every now and then just to get the vegetables rotated through there. So this beef turned out really well. It was not much grease at all, and I was just able to dab it out with a few paper towels. So then I went ahead and transferred all this to one of my bigger stock pots. So before I add anything else to it, I season the meat. I use 2 ounces of chili powder for every pound of meat. I just measure that in the palm of my hand. So I get that mixed up real well, the seasoning all in the meat, and I have it on low. I let that cook by itself for about 5 minutes. After that, I go ahead and add 3 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. Now, I throw about 1/4 cup of water in each one to rinse them out real good and add that to it as well. And then I get 3 cans of chili beans, just regular size cans. And you can use whatever kind of beans you want, chili beans or kidney beans or whatever. And of course, I rinse those out with a little bit of water as well and give it a quick stir. Then I take this vegetable juice. It's from Dollar Store, just like tomato juice, but with a few other vegetable juices in there. I put 2 cups of that in, and then I let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes. My son asked for a little bit of heat in it. I went ahead and put a little bit of that Tony Chachere's in there because it has a little heat and lots of flavor. So after letting it simmer for a few more minutes, I went ahead and gave it a little taste test and decided it needs a little bit more. I gave it a little bit of cayenne, a little bit more chili powder, and also a little more salt. So I let this simmer for another 15-20 minutes and gave it a taste test, and it was very good. And I made just enough where we can eat it the next day as well. So yeah, there's my bowl. I put some fresh shredded Colby Jack on top, and it was delicious. So yeah, look at that. Yum, yum.